Alright guys, for our long staff part today, we're going to go over the first line of the black belt long staff form. Okay, while we're doing this, what we're doing is we're slowing everything down in the form, and then we're going to work on concentration techniques. So we're going to think about full setup, and then while we're doing through the strike, we're going to count a couple seconds through the strike, and then ending position on the strike. Okay, so you guys are going to start with your long staff in front of you. You're going to go tray up. Okay, now when you do kunye, you have to turn your hand over. You're going to take your right leg, you're going to kick it out from under, and then you're going to do a hand roll, and it's going to come into your arm. Then you're going to go kunye. Okay, chumi. You're going to set up the staff across your body, stepping back in a long front stance, and your staff is going to go concentration in front of you as your left hand is open back here to the side. Okay, next thing you're going to bring your long staff up. You're going to go figure eight. Now these are going to be slow. We're not going to really count through these, just make these figure eight slow. Okay, as you step, you're going to turn, then you're going to go a second figure eight across your body. Then you're going to bring the staff up to your right shoulder. Okay, going at this angle over here, you're going to step out in a front stance, concentration power strike. While you're doing this, you want to make sure front arm is straight like a punch, other arm comes back to your hip. Okay, and then the staff is going to go up on your shoulder, bottom end of the staff is going to come up, then it's going to go down under your arm. Then you're going to go around the head strike. As you do this, we're going to step in a straight line. So we're going to count these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you are going to step all the way behind you to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to step in front of you, going around your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going behind you, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to turn, drop to one knee, stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's as far as you guys are going to get in the form. Okay, and you're going to work on full setup on all of the strikes in the first line.
Of form to give you guys some really good sequences to work together. I'm going to be having you guys work on a trick this weekend with our long staff. Now, remember, when you guys are training with your long staff, the best thing to do is go up on YouTube and look at some of the best people in the world with long staff. You guys can get all kinds of amazing ideas with this, but I want to give you guys some specific curriculum from myself and also Mr. Martin as well. But feel free to use this time to work on your weapons form specifically for tournaments and do a lot of research. There's a lot of amazing people out there with weapons that you guys can learn from. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to teach you guys a really simple trick that a lot of people can do. Right? This one is going to be the around the neck, okay? Now all I'm doing is I'm basically passing it around and grabbing it, and it looks really complicated, but it's really not. All I'm actually doing is having the long staff move about this much from hand to hand. The way I do this is I take my long staff and I stick it all the way up here. Now I'm going to push it across the front of my body, and then I'm going to come and the second hand is going to go just like this, almost like I'm a mummy. Right? So I always say mummy hand 1, mummy hand 2, right? Like I'm all wrapped up just like you guys would see on the movies, okay? So then I let go with mummy hand 1, and then I grab it with mummy hand number 2. So I let go with my right hand, I grab with my left hand as I come across. So I'm going to take this hand here, I'm going to push it all the way across the front. Now I don't let go of it until my hand gets all the way to here. So see how far my long staff is across my body before I let go of it. This is something that's really important, okay? Don't let go of it here, otherwise your long staff is going to fly out towards the corner. What I want you to do is I want you to have your long staff here, and then now you're going to go across and grab as you go through. Then you should be able to switch hands across, pushing across the front of your body, all the way around your head, and then grabbing on the other side. You guys are here, grab, and then you're done. Across one more time. My head's going to be about where I have that third. If you guys did our long staff training that we did a day or two ago, you guys know that everything on the long staff is in thirds. I have this hand and this hand here. It's kind of my wide grip. Then I have a closer grip, and then I have a center grip. But I want my neck right where that wide grip would be on this side. Then I push it across my body. I do not let go of it until it gets all the way to here, and then I'm literally grabbing it with this hand as soon as this hand is letting go when my arms are in that nice and tight position. So we're going to do it a couple times together to where I go 1, then I go 2, then we go 3. Get it to where it's really smooth and you guys don't even have to think about it going across. And then that is going to be our trick I want you guys working on this weekend. And if you guys can, like I said, come up with your own stuff.
Alright guys, so for our comment section today, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go over 2 lines of the black belt comma form. Okay, when we do this, what we're going to do is we're going to do concentration techniques. That way we're setting up our technique fully with full beginning position, and then we're executing it with full ending position as well. If you guys watched the long step video, we went over concentration techniques with that. Now we're going to go over concentration techniques with our commas, okay? Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the bound of the form. So you guys are going to face front, go cherry up, kunyang. Okay, when you come up from your bow, you're going to stand really, really tall. Okay, then when you do your jumbi, you're actually going to toss the weapon. So both commas are going to start in your right hand. Okay, you're going to toss, grab with your left, and you're going to step your feet apart. You're going to pull both commas back to your side. You're going to do a double roll. Then you're going to X slowly in front of you. Okay, now we're going to go 5 seconds on each move in the form. So you're going to set your commas up across your body, step into a sparring stance, and the first move is going to be a double chop to the side. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now your main goal here is to make sure that when you chop out, both arms are really straight and your blades are not going to go down. Okay, next move, you're going to go up above your head, make an X, step up with your left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is kind of like our Superman pose before we start the form. So you're going to set your commas up, stepping out to the right. Front stance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're going to punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're going to do inward in a form block. Commas are going to come next to your ear, bringing it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you should be facing the left right now. What you're going to do is pull the comma back. You're going to actually spin to the left now. Okay, and then when you step out, you're going to do the same inward inner form block again. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your right arm's going to do a low block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull back. Left arm comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left arm does a low block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now your right arm's going to come out and punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to do a forwards roll with your right arm, or right hand. Forwards roll, 5 seconds out to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then left hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull both commas back to your side. You're going to step back with your right leg. Now this is a kick, it's a jump kick, so we're going to do this fast. You're going to turn over your left shoulder, and you're going to do a jump inner crescent kick, kicking to the right. Jump inner crescent. Okay, then you're going to swing all the way through until you get to here. You're going to spin and you're going to face to the left. Forward roll with both commas, and then you're going to step out, double punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and we're going to end it there. When you guys are doing this, make sure that you guys are taking your time to go through every single move. While we're doing it, you guys can pause the video just to get the directions down as well, okay? Alright guys, next thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to go over a trick with the weapon. So, what you guys are going to do with your commas is you're going to put both commas out in front of you. Now, first thing you guys need to have is you need to have a toss or a release. Okay, and you're going to have it with your right hand and your left hand. So all I want you guys to do is toss, and I want you guys to grab it back to where it started. See if you guys can do this on your left and your right. Just toss and grab, toss and grab. If this is hard for you guys to do, then I recommend starting with 180s. So you're going to turn the weapon until you're going to go half, then you're going to flick it around the rest of the way and go half. So you're going to go one side, other side, one side, other side. In order for the ending trick to work, you guys need to have this full toss down now. Okay, so once you get this down, go ahead and pause the video if you don't have it down. Try to get it down a couple times on both hands. Okay, we're going to be using our right hand to do this trick. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to make sure you can toss in front of you, and you're going to make sure you can toss to the side. After you have these two down, you're going to take your comma, and you're going to work on putting it behind your back and bringing it to your left side over here. Okay, so you're going to start your comma out to the side, behind your back, bring it to your left side. The side, behind your back, bring it to the left side. Okay, what the trick is when it comes to this side, you want to toss the weapon and grab it around your body with your right hand. So in order to get that, we need to toss it in the correct direction. So you need to start it here, bring it to your left side. When it comes to your left side, you don't want to turn it this way. You don't want to turn it back behind you. You want to make sure it's coming up to the side, so it's in between my side and my left arm. Comes up to the side, then when it's here, all I'm going to do is toss it, then grab it with my right arm coming back around my body. Okay, so I recommend practicing this a couple times. Once you have this down, start it here, behind your back toss, grab with your right hand. Okay, go ahead and practice that a couple times.
Alright, so for all of our students working with sword, we're going to give you guys a couple lines here to work on, and we're going to talk about some details with it, and also allow you guys to work on this concentration as well. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our toes together here. We're going to go chariot, kunye. Now, I'm going to draw my sword. As I draw my sword, I'm going to turn my sword out like this, and then I'm going to pull my sword all the way out of my sheath, and I'm going to cut across, one-handed across my body. Now, when we do everything, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, ending. Everything's going to be concentration as I do this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hands, regroup back here, and then I'm going to unguard just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pushing my sword forward. Now as I do this, I'm going to push my wrists behind my sword. Now I'm going to pull my sword back. I'm going to step together. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 above my head this way. Now I'm going to step out into a long front stance coming across my body, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down. Now I'm going to turn my sword coming all the way back through this way. Now, as I cut up, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the exact same line. Now, what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to come all the way through, drop the sword down to the side, step, just like this. Now I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My sword is going to come back up by my side. I'm going to step with my heel up into a back stance, pushing across, blocking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like this. Now, what happens here is I'm going to drop the blade of the sword, picking it up this way. Drop, then I'm going to step into a long front stance in a straight line, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, straight out. Now I pull back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to step back into a parallel stance, circling my sword. Back of the sword comes down, tip of the sword drops in, and then I'm going to be here. Now, as I do this, I'm going to now turn behind me and I'm going to do line number 2. So I step out in a really long front stance as I draw my sword. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab with my second hand. I'm going to step here, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. Now I circle all the way down this way in a really big motion as I come up. Then I'm going to turn as I go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the exact same plane. Now, I'm going to step, circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cut. Then I'm going to circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, push. Just like this, all right? So those are going to be your first 2 lines, right? As you guys are working on the first degree black belt sword form, going on concentration and working with those in a concentration fashion. It's going to help you guys really work on the angles and the lines of your sword. It is very strange moving the sword really slow because you guys can see every single inch of your blade where it's not supposed to be, but it's phenomenal training for you guys. Alright guys, so what I wanted to also do is I wanted to add a trick onto this as well. So we're going to be doing a hand roll toss. So as I pull my sword out, I'm going to bring my sword directly in front of me this way. Now I'm going to roll backwards with this hand, so it rolls right next to me, back of the sword, and then it's going to come up. Make sure you guys can do this backwards, going all the way back, up, and then forwards. then go backwards, then forwards, backwards, and forwards again. Now try to use your other hand, same thing, going backwards, hand roll, forwards, hand roll, this way. Okay, this is a very common motion that you guys can do with all of your weapons moving forward and backwards. Roll forwards, roll backwards, right hand, roll forwards, roll backwards, the other direction. Now, once you guys have that down, and if you don't have that down, go ahead and pause this for a second and work on it. You guys are gonna go backwards, except for as you come up, you're actually gonna let go of the sword, and then you're gonna roll backwards and toss the sword. So I roll back, I toss, and then I catch, right? So one more time, I'm gonna go this way. I roll backwards, right about here is where I'm going to release and let the sword do a full turn before I end up catching. So one great way to practice this is go backwards, then, right, get this motion and allow it to be directly in front of you, then pop it up and let it do one full turn from here. So try to get it to where you guys, maybe if you guys have a wood sword like this and you guys are able to grab it, you guys just do a half of a turn here and then grab, and then do another half of your turn and grab from there. It's a way to practice. However, if you have an Anime Extreme sword or a sword that has any metal blade on it, I would not recommend doing it that way. So you guys are gonna go like this. You guys are gonna go backwards, then you guys are gonna toss one, toss two. Then once you guys get really good at that, you guys are gonna roll backwards and do a full circle when you guys do it. So you go this way, toss, and then catch. All right, so that's the trick you guys can work on. You guys can also do that sideways if you want to, going this direction to where you guys go circle sideways and then catch moving in front of you. You guys can have a lot of fun like this. I always recommend those circling backwards when you guys are doing catches.